Is my garage ready for winter? Yeah, it's an insulated garage. I'm good. All right, so bottom left is Wayne. Top right is Dark. And we're going to just look at the production tab, and we'll just chill for a little bit, because that's what you do in PvP. Hey, Wayne with the extractor trick. Okay, so we're definitely going to see something out of him here. I guess it's going to be a pool, right? This is cool. He's already bringing some cheesy, interesting shit. Oh, very, very, very fast hatch. Okay, could it just be a... Well, I mean, that's a super fast hatchery. Some sort of ling all in, I would guess. And look at this, extractor trick for another drone. Dude, wild, man. Into the Overlord. Very cool build, very cool build. So, I mean, this will give him, like, an extra larva at least, right? Interesting.
What? Anonymous donated $3.
Semi-eco, someone's saying?
Basketball was invented in Boston. Are you telling me those filthy, unscrupulous leafs are claiming it as their own?
Actually, a Canadian invented in Boston.
You have to explain to us this outrageous and illegitimate claim of the Canadians and how they have come to this conclusion.
Okay, yeah, I'll check myself. I believe it's a Canadian man invented it in Boston. Or Springfield, whatever the fuck. The man who invented it, I believe, was Canadian. You just throw potatoes in potholes. All right. All right. Anyways, where are we at? Where are we at? So someone in the chat mentioned that this is actually a kind of common build in Europe. So that's interesting, because I definitely can't recall seeing this build. For as far as European ZVZ, it's normally Raynor and Serral that I end up watching. I do not believe that they use this, at least not in the tournaments that I've casted. Yeah, it looks like it's good against early pool. It certainly does. Now, a couple queens going out to the front. Wayne with the quicker speed here. And is Dark actually going to even get speed, or is he going to do some sort of wonky roach build? I wonder. Evo at the front there for Wayne. Doesn't really mean too much right now. Kind of interesting, though, right? Like, the Evo is a little bit quick. He's just droning very, very heavily. I like the speed of his Zergling speed. Are we going to start an upgrade with that? Okay, Hatch at third. And it is going to be Lair and Evo. Okay, and Roach Warren there in the wall for Dark. So this could end up being just a quick Roach speed with +1. It could end up being some sort of weird-ass Nidus play. Those are not popular right now. It could end up being... Okay, it's going to be a Muta build. Never mind, it's a Muta build. I like it. I get... Well, he starts the +1, but I think that that's just for any scouts to come up and see. +1 carapace has been going on here for Wayne. Normally, if you see a +1 carapace, it points towards like a Ling Roach or a Ling Ravager type attack, because it supports both types of units. Now let's see that Spire go down here in a moment here for Dark. Roach speed. Overseer. Huh. Do you actually need 4 gases for this build that Dark is doing? We'll see. I'm going to keep an eye. I guess so. I guess so. I guess the timing of it was just right. Normally when I've seen builds like this in the past where it's 2 hatch, add 3 gas, just like when Layer's like halfway done like he did. Normally that turns into a Spire really quickly, but okay. So it is just going to be one of these very quick Roach and +1 openers. That actually fits Dark pretty well. Like he's a Roach bro for sure. He has tunneling claws. Oh, there is the Spire. Okay. Dude, this is weird to... like, This is weird. Because, like, I don't know, man. Nothing about this looks quite correct. Like, why are we getting +1 in roach speed quickly, but we're not actually making enough roaches to apply any sort of pressure? We're making a very middle amount of roaches, where if our opponent actually makes a lot in attacks, we have to back up and give up our third immediately. And, like, the Spire is not particularly fast? I don't know. Okay. Layer going to finish up here for Wayne. Wayne is producing pretty heavily at this point. I think Wayne is actually going to open up with an attack timing very soon here. If he attacks as these 9 roaches pop, that could be deadly. Like, he'll get the third, I think, if he does that. Like, he's got this +1 carapace. He is getting +1 attack, but it's not quite ready. Obviously, with roach versus roach, the +1 attack is much better than the carapace, but, you know, +1 armor on Ling. What was that? It makes the 18 is 17. Yeah, it brings it back to 3 shot for the roaches. So, anyways, mutas being made, and as these 7 mutas pop out, Wayne's build kind of becomes a little bit defunct. Like, you know, he's got the 3 hatches up for longer, so, you know, there is that additional mining that we have. I like muta builds myself in ZVZ. I think they're very, very good. I love the type of pressure they put on your opponent to kind of turtle. It makes it really hard for them to attack in or anything. And look at that. Targeting down the Ravagers. Wayne's got to be feeling sad about this one. That's rough, man. 3 Ravagers going down already. The roaches turn around then. He's making spores. He's making a, you know, Hydralisk Den. Very tough stuff. Yeah, starting to lose some of these drones as well. And look, Dark behind this. He's getting his +2. He's getting a 4th base. Like, I like it when, after the mutas, you just pile on roach. Just pile on the fucking roaches. Yeah, of course, add some Ravagers in there as well. Yeah, your opponent here trying to spend all this money to get into Hydras is like anti-air tech. They're making all this, you know, making these spores and everything as well. Oh, God, that's so annoying. And so is Mutalisk Drift. Queen's coming up, trying to save that, and they will. Yeah, the 1 Hydra in the army. It's such a funny looking skin. Almost StarCraft 1-esque. So Dark is maxed here, right? I feel like I'd have a hard time believing that Dark doesn't have an edge army-wise, right? The Hydras don't have that many upgrades yet. Well, I mean, if you have... Actually, that's an okay amount of Hydras, though, and Hydras have good DPS. If you get them behind the roaches, you can actually get more units firing at once, right, with the additional range. So, like, in theory, some Hydras at the back of your roaches actually make your army a lot better. But you have, like, this nice, easy-to-control, nice maneuverability as Dark here. We are sacking some mutas here to get that additional damage. Throwing down Biles. Dark trying to come up here. I love the Biles, kind of zoning Biles here while he does some damage at the space. Wayne is doing a pretty decent job. Ooh, eats a few Biles there. Loses an extra couple roaches at least to that. And another Bile hit in the back, and he just walks forward through it. Nice split, but big army here. The Muta's coming in, and they're mostly just tanking damage from those Hydras. But if you get rid of the roaches in the front, then you are going to just plow those Hydras in a matter of seconds. The Hydras alone just are not tanking enough. Wayne is going to GG, and Dark takes that one down. Kind of a weird game. Like, the Spire timing just felt so off. I was so sure it was going to be 2-Hatch Spire. Then he's like, no, it's not. And he's like, yeah, it is. Kind of silly. Yeah. Dark is the guy who does the timings wrong to throw his opponent off. Well, you know, Dark truly can do what he wants, I guess, right? When you've won that many tournaments. Have I casted Rain that much? Maybe. Thoughts in Husky StarCraft? Well, he's a sentient human, so yeah, I'd imagine he has thoughts. Thank you, Strike. Yeah, I know. I told you. I already said that. All right, we're gonna go to the next game. Wayne vs. Dark, game number 2. We have Dark in the bottom right of Babylon. In the top left, we have Wayne. Okay. Let's see if he does that same build again. No, I guess not. I'm getting the Overlord. Okay. Thank you for the sub. We appreciate it. One thing to mention is it is actually September, they call it. So subs are what, like half off or something if people do want to sub, so you don't see these annoying commercials that Twitch plays sometimes. It's appreciated. I also have the best emotes I've heard in the world. So you definitely want that if you watch other channels. Just spam my emotes in their channel. All right, so I mean, we're just gonna watch the production tab, honestly. CVZ. You just when they're opening the same, there's nothing to talk about because someone will eventually make more lings, and that's when you talk. It used to be 50%, now it's up to 30%. Oh, well, I don't know, man. Whatever. I don't really keep track of all the various weird shit Twitch does. It's better this way, honestly. Thank you, Shrewd Farms. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the silence you've given me in the past, by the way. And Dirt McNasty. Thanks, buddy. Hope you're doing well. H-Mart, never heard of it. Baskov. Thanks for the sub. Welcome to the guys in the chat. Your life has improved. Still the exact same production tabs. Isn't that amazing? Oh, look at that. An Urubu. That's like hard to say. It looks like some sort of vulture or turkey type thing. Like a turkey with like more of a vulture-y head. Urubu. Oh yeah, we definitely named that. 100%. They not only did they name that, they were like, wow, that's so kawaii. Ugh. All right. A bunch of lings are being made by Dark. So we finally have the exciting moment in the game, guys. Notice how Wayne is way up in drones. That's because Dark has made 1 million Zerglings. So he's going to be attacking. The third hatch is going up for Wayne. And that hatch doesn't actually have any chance to stay alive. The hatchery will die. The only way it could live, I guess, is if Dark goes just for a straight kill. And yeah, in that case, that would... maybe it would live somehow because he flubs and attack the main. But realistically, this hatchery should just die now. Both sides are getting that very important +1 carapace. Roach Warren coming up for Wayne as well. I think Wayne will just give this up. Oh my god, he's walking out with the queens. Craziness. we might just be going to the finals if he walks out too far with those queens. Like, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. Leaving the choke with the queens. That queens would be in hold position so fast in that choke. Ooh, Dark trying to break through. I don't think it's realistic because Wayne's been making a lot of lings. So, oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I guess I'm wrong on that. He didn't make as many as I thought. Twice as many lings here for Dark, so I think we're just at game already. So Dark kind of feeling Wayne out here, getting that aggression on. He's killed 7 drones, so the drone count is very, very close now. But there's no third hatch for Wayne. And Wayne also lost like 3 queens there. So not looking super hot for our European Zerg.
Say GG.
Well, I mean, if he could hear you, maybe he would, but he is making some roaches. You can't really blame him, right? He's about to have his +1 care pace. He's making roaches, so like, who knows? Maybe there's some sort of counterattack he can do. I would probably stay in and be like, all right, well, let's at least make our units hit our +1 and go, right? Because like, if your opponent isn't getting +1, then suddenly your +1 care pace, like, you will just devastate. Like, your roaches are almost invincible against the lings. And, you know, since he didn't go +1 on the roaches, they just... The +1 care pace for lings doesn't do anything against the roaches. Like, I guess in theory it could help with the other lings attacking, right? Yeah, Wayne gets canceled again there. He's going across the map. Roaches being made now by Dark. He's getting +1 melee, making 10 roaches. Yeah, as those roaches pop, like, yeah, I think he's just going to hold, and Wayne is just going to have to GG it. Like, I think Wayne needs this hatchery to have a chance in this game. I don't believe that you can not kill this hatch and win. Oh, Dark lost an Overlord in the main base of Wayne during that, so he actually does get supply blocked. A little bit of an issue. But he actually threw some Overlords down, I guess, right before that happened. And he is going to throw down a few more here as well. Army supply is getting pretty close. A lot of lings coming down for Wayne right now. Dark is up 11 workers, but only down 10 army supply. Well, I guess that makes perfect sense, actually. All right, the Bile's actually doing a pretty good job right there. It's an okay concave there for Dark, though. He has his queens up here as well. 1 queen way over to the side. Does get that final inject, it looks like, so that's good at least. Okay, so Wayne, he's actually going to get that hatch. Pretty impressive, but is he going to lose his whole army to get it? Oh, God. Look at that. Right-clicks the one. Oh, no! Oh, no! He transfused! GG! Ah! Honestly, even if he kills the hatch there, I think he's still going to lose. But that was painful. That was painful. Okay, we're going to the finals.